Operation Tidal Wave. ICE arrest 800, quote, illegal aliens, unquote. The proud waters won't prevail against the elect. Before I proceed, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to the Most High Yahawah and His only begotten Son, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the elders at Great Millstone who taught me this truth through the Spirit. Sinking honors to the elect. Peace and blessings to the 1/3 and confusion of faces in the four corners of the earth, because there's no such thing as black Hebrew Israelites when the transatlantic slave trade shipped us all over the world. Shalom, peace be unto you all. Article beloved brother had put me on, and the title itself is, you can't make it up. Nearly 800 illegal aliens from Fox News arrested in massive Florida ICE operation Tidal Wave. Remember, the enemy shall come in as a flood, right? So, in a groundbreaking joint effort, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, Miami and Florida law enforcement agency arrested nearly 800 illegal immigrants during the first 4 days of Operation Tidal Wave, a massive multi-agency immigration enforcement crackdown. Now, just imagine you scooping up some sand at the beach, with a little shovel. It could be a piece of diamond in there. It could be some fine jewelry or money in that sand, but you don't know. Think about that piece of that. Think about that red ruby. Let's just say that instead, because diamonds really don't have any value if you really know. Think about that red ruby. That red ruby would be someone of the elect. So imagine a brother being caught up in this wave, so to say, right? Because that's what could possibly happen to any one of us. Remember the dude that's down in Venezuela? He was actually a legal citizen. He got caught up in there. And then he was trying to get back, and the judge was like, bring him back. Trump like, no. He was a stray, so to say. Innocent bystander. And we talking about Venezuela. In a prison. Man, most Jakes that's born here from Northern Kingdom, Spanish-speaking tribes, so to say, when they stay here in America, when they move here, whatever, they don't even learn their native tongue, meaning what? Spanish. So imagine him being in a Venezuelan prison, only speaking English. They call him gringo. Who knows if he's alive right now? I'm just saying in general, He also had Jake, if I'm not mistaken, that was almost deported, right? So this right here, to me, in a sense, is like a prelude or a prequel to Jacob's trouble, right? Give me a moment. Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So, in a sense, I'm looking at this spiritually. This is like Jacob's trouble, right? It's going to be a day like no other. And we're talking about we're still behind enemy lines with the same nation of people that drug us halfway across the world on cargo slave ships and inhumanely treated us spiritually, mentally, and physically. I literally mean that, right? These are the same people that's going to have all this technology, all this weaponry, all these gadgets today. What they had back in the day? Dogs, guns, some nooses, and they can burn you alive or use you as gator bait. That shit. Hold on. I apologize. I'm not. I don't. That's still terrible. Everything I just said. But now they have technological advances, and what's Esau's blessing? The fatness of the earth, which means you will rule the world, and also what? To live by the sword, which the modern day sword is the gun, right? And there are more. I think they say there are more bullets in America than there are actually people. So the Lord said Jacob's trouble gonna be like a day like no other, but he shall be saved out of it. And it ain't talking about all of Israel, only some of Israel, right? Because let's get down here. Fox News obtained information on some of the ICE arrests from ongoing operation, which included a convicted Colombian murderer, alleged MS-13 and 18th Street gang member, and a Russian with an Interpol red notice for manslaughter. So, you know how they do. They pick out some of the worst of the worst and they put them on Front Street and say, look who we got. But you mean to tell me that 800 of them are really that evil? That wrong? Like, let's stop playing. Esau, you do a lot of illegal shit anyway. You wouldn't call them illegal aliens, but I bet a lot of y'all had them illegally working for you on your companies and your construction sites, right? Right? Just like how y'all illegally have y'all products mass produced in foreign countries, having children and women in sweatshops. It's so bad in China that people would jump out the window, right? And then, unallow themselves. They actually have nets now at the bottom. And the comedian was like, yeah, man, so if you jump out the window, you just, boom, bounce it right back up inside the window and you get right back to work. So don't talk about illegal, especially when you came to a man's land and you stole it. Matter of fact, they taught you how to cultivate the land. They taught you how to feed yourself in Virginia. They taught you how to cultivate, how to eat with utensils, how to wash and bathe yourself. You made peace treaties and broke them all. Hence the term Indian giver. When you give somebody something and take it back. The hell, how can you give something that was never yours to begin with, Esau? But you did come in like a flood. That was prophecy. So, Jeremiah 30:7, this is like I said, this is like the prelude. This is like the beginning of it all. For you so-called Negro Latinos and Native Americans, the world really despises you. Over here in America, they really hate you. Right? So, going back, this is Isaiah chapter 59, verse 19 through 20. So shall they fear the name of Yahawah from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood. Hence, Operation Tidal Wave, y'all. The spirit of Yahawah shall lift up a standard against them. So when they shall come in, like they rushing in to get all these quote-unquote illegals, Jacob's trouble, we gonna be in the midst of it. Who is we? The hopeful elect. We gonna be in the midst of all of this. But remember, the angel of the Lord encampeth around about them that fear him. These people know how to fear the Lord. They have fears of losing their jobs, their houses, their cars, hell, their significant other, their pensions, custody of their children. That's what they're afraid of losing. We're afraid of losing salvation. Because we know everything that they're thinking about losing, we are willing to give that up to gain YAHAWASHI. YAHAWASHI, QADASH. Isaiah 59:20. And the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgression in Jacob, saith Yahweh. Those that turn from what? Their sins. So when the enemy come in like a flood, who is the Lord coming in to redeem? Those who turn from their sins, who repented, who are part of the body of Yahawah. So fret not, y'all, when you see these mass deportations and pickups. Hey, man, a lot of these people, the Lord said they were born in vain. Hell, a lot of these people, they could have been trying to do anything to try and bring us down. Or the Lord's word down, which cannot happen. Because if it was a man, it'd come to naught. But if it be of the Most High, it'd be like you fighting against them. So a lot of these people could have been markers that the Lord taken away. Trust me, me and the brother Shaw, and other brothers, we seen people from probably 7, 8 years ago. We see them people today, worse condition, terrible. Even try to come up and talk to us and befriend us. Nah, man, no. I mean, I forgive you, but you still got to deal with what you... Because these people try to stab us, get us out the corner. Police were trying to come up and break us up. I remember them days, man. Heavy GMS Tampa Bay days, man. Heavy. But the Lord said he going to come out to redeem us, so we ain't got nothing to worry about. And remember, we have this shield and this spiritual war is called faith. So we deflecting all that bull jive with faith. Right? Anyways, so it says, the article, I really don't need to read it, but He's just talking about all of the criminals who they had to arrest. But I'm just bringing this to fruition that they could say that this operation is for the illegals or for murderers and all this and that. And then everybody who, hell, even Jacob be like, yeah, get their ass out of here, get their ass out of here. But like people like Tariq Nasheed, he don't believe in the Caribbean or the Spanish speaking brothers and all that, or even some natives to like really be. He don't believe in being an Israelite, so to say, but he believe in the what do you call it? FBA, Foundational Black Americans. As intelligent as that man is, you still referring to yourself as a color, which is known as to be dark, evil, negative, gloomy. You know, but I understand his concept. But everyone that's a part of the transatlantic slave trade are Hebrew Israelites, point blank period. We are not going to get reparations on this side. We are not. I don't want to sound like a Debbie Downer, but we are not. All right, I'm going to tell you why. Psalms chapter 2, verse 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. That's going to be our compensation, our reparations. Yeah? Them in the earth, fuck that money. Money has no value unless you put value on it. Huh? So our reparations are going to come from what? What is it? Revelation. I'm going to close out soon. We're going to get our reparations, thus saith the Lord, and that's according to the scriptures. But see, if Mr. Tariq Nasheed believed in the scripture, he'll know we Israelites. And this is not a white man's book. All right, this is our book. Revelation chapter 13, verse 9 and 10. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience in the faith of the saints. So do we want reparations from you? No, we're going to get it how the Lord going to give it to us. We're going to inherit you like you inherited us, and we're going to inherit the earth once again like it was made for us to begin with, like the Lord gave it to you. Notice this. Listen to the Bible when you read it, y'all. It says the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. The Lord said he gave us into their hands. That's why the Lord said, pride have deceived thee, Esau. Because you really think that you came up, you did though, come up out of the caves and rule the world. But that's only because the Lord has done it. He put the spirit on you to overcome his people, to show his power. I mean, it literally took the United States government to take down Jake in the Northern Kingdom, the Native Americans. They had to bring the dregs, the gum on the bottom of their shoe of their civilization, those type of criminals over here to take us out with the U.S. Army. Yeah, your pride deceive you, man. You have no idea who you have over here, right? But anyhow, let me get back to it. I'm gonna close out right here. Like I said, the proud waters won't prevail against the elect. Remember that it's called Operation Tidal Wave. And we're talking about how the enemy shall come in as a flood. Tidal wave, flood, proud waters. Man, Bible's beautiful. Psalms 124, verse 1 through 8, and I'm going to close out. A song of degrees of David. If it had not been YAHAWAH who was on our side, now may Israel sing. If it had not been YAHAWAH who was on our side, when men rose up against us, then they had swallowed us up quickly when their wrath was kindled against us. Then the waters had overwhelmed us. The stream had gone over our soul. Then the proud waters had gone over our soul. Proud waters? Come on, y'all. Let that sink in. The few. The proud. The Marine. Proud to be an American, but at least I know I'm free. Come on, y'all. You know, whenever they make something, they claim to make something. You know, China already exposed that. They put proudly made in America. Yeah, right. Whatever. Psalms 124:6. Blessed be Yahweh who have not given us as a prey to their teeth. Remember, y'all, Isaiah 59:20. And the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgression in Jacob, saith the Lord. So, once again, Psalms 124:6. Blessed be Yahweh who had not given us as a prey to their teeth. Has not given who as a prey to their teeth? Them who have repented. That's what it means to turn from your transgression. Running a red light, while it's red, of course, is a transgression. And in Jake's world, those who like to dance in the sheets with your women when they're on their menstrual cycle, which aka they call running red lights, yeah, that's an infraction too. Yeah. So, Psalms 124:7. Our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowlers. The snare is broken and we are escaped. How have we escaped? By the truth. And the truth shall set you free. Verse 8. Our help is in the name of Yahawah. For our help is in the name of Yahweh. For our help is in the name of Yahweh, who made heaven and earth. Point blank, period, man. And without Yahawah, we ain't got nothing. So as we see them making their moves, remember Revelation 12:12, they got but a short time. We just gonna sit back and rewind, and think about, dang, remember they did this to us? Remember they did that to us? Thus saith the Lord, man. If it ain't in the Bible, I ignore it. And everything that I've been reading for the past decades and change is coming to pass, man. With that being said, I treat the prayers edifying fast. Stay in the spirit, don't fear it, just endure it. Ask for forgiveness, pray without ceasing, stay humble, remain diligent. Allah, my Shalom.